Hey everyone, welcome on in to today's video. We're going to be storing a bunch of photo cards, and if you're new here, I do collect girl groups. My ults are Dreamcatcher, Katseye, and Twice, and I more casually collect a few others. I do believe I have at least one photo card for every single group that I collect, and this is the hefty pile that we are going to be working with today. So we have lots to get done, so I'm going to go right on ahead and get right into it with my Dreamcatcher OT7 binder. I actually just recently found this old collage, so I decided to throw that in as a cover right on the front here. All right, and starting off, we have my Nightmare reprint set. The Sua is fake. I have her first press on display on my shelf. I do want to get her reprint as well though, just because I want the backs to match for this set because they're so beautiful. So for today, we have the rest of the cards though. So we have Dahyun's. See what I mean? The backs are beautiful. And Dami. And Dahyun's. Alrighty, so we'll get them put away. I love how this set looks together. And it'll look even better when I can get that last Sua card there. Next we have my Fall Asleep in the Mirror reprint set. This Sua is a first press though, because I don't have her on display, so I just threw her in with the other reprint cards. And today we have Xian. The backs of these ones are also very, very pretty. All right, now we only need Dami for this set. And for this set, we also have Dami, which, speaking of her, she just announced her solo debut with Checkered Flag. I'm super, super excited for her solo debut because she is so talented. She's an incredible rapper and her vocals are also really, really good. She is going to make a phenomenal album. I'm not sure how many songs are going to be on it. I know that the title track does feature Miss Dahyun, which I'm really excited about. And the concept photos are absolutely incredible. It's giving race car vibes, which makes sense with Checkered Flag, but I'm really excited to see what she comes up with for us. And if there's a physical album, I'll definitely be pre-ordering that and getting a few copies. All right, so the other Lose Myself concept sets. Unfortunately, these were the eras that Handong was not there. She was stuck in China, so these ones are OT6. I wasn't sure if I wanted to have them in my OT6 binder or in this one, and I decided to have them with the rest of my album sets in here. So we have Xian, and we have Dami. I really like this Dami outfit. Okay. And for our other concept set, I have Jiu. Okay, then we're gonna move all the way down to Summer Holiday here. And I decided I wanted to fully collect Summer Holiday because this is the first era that I started standing Dreamcatcher. And I wanted to work on this limited set first, but someone was selling the whole set minus Dahyun. So I picked that right up. And then right after I found someone who was dropping their Dreamcatcher collection, and I messaged them if they had this Dahyun because it's a very high demand card and usually hard to get and overpriced, and they sold it to me for a very reasonable price. So I have the rest of this limited set. We have Jiu and Xian and Handong, Dahyun, Dami, and this Dahyun. I mean, I get it. I get why everyone freaks out over this card. It is so cute. Alrighty, so let's get them put away. Alright, and that set is complete. I don't have anything else for the summer holiday sets I'm working on today. I just want to also finish this one. But that is it for Dreamcatcher OT7. So we're going to move on to this binder, which contains Sua, as well as Twice's Sana and Dahyun. So I actually did put a few extra cards in little photo card holders and put them in the front here because I got this unit for Sana and Dahyun and it really didn't have a home to go to, so I used one of my extra Katseye PC holders for that, and I picked up a K-pop Nara PC holder for this extra Sua pop that I got for UAU. All right, and this one we are going to slide around to this way, and we're going to jump all the way down to her non-album section. Okay, so starting off, we have a couple of her older era pobs. I really, really love this Boca outfit, so I'm really, really glad I was able to get a photo card of her in that particular outfit. Initially, I wasn't going to be collecting this many of Sua's non-album cards, but I decided to expand. So you'll see a lot of space here where I would like to grow the collection. Okay, for Vision era, I have this one photo card here because I really, really love whenever an idol takes pictures outdoors or with like a bunch of like leaves or foliage. Unfortunately, this one does have a little scuff on the side of it there, but I really don't mind. Okay, next for Bon Voyage era, we have this Lucky Draw double-sided photo card with the envelope, which is very, very pretty. I really liked those sailor outfits that they did. And for Villains, I have this hat pob. This one's from Everline, it looks like. I'm honestly kind of terrible with remembering which stores which cards are from, so if it doesn't say, I usually don't know. Then I also have this Lucky Draw. I actually had this card at one point and I sold it and I regretted it so bad, so I'm really, really glad I was able to find it again. Okay, next for Virtuous, we have another pop that I was looking for a very long time. This one's so pretty. I really, really wanted this one and I just could not find it anywhere, but someone was dropping their Sua collection, so I was able to get all of these pobs for a very reasonable price, and I'm very excited to finally be able to store it. Okay, so we are done with a Dreamcatcher side of things. Now we have a couple of UAU cards. I did get a few more of her limited album cards. And then I joined a group order, so the rest of them are on the way. And I have my OT3 cards that are also going to be coming, and we'll get those stored in the next video. There we go. Okay, for this page, I'm gonna finish my UAU trading cards. I do have this one spot left. I think I'm gonna pick up another merch card probably to put in there. I'm not sure yet though. Okay, so that was it for Sua. Now we're gonna move on to Sana and Dahyun. And I finally found Dahyun's signal pose card. This thing was really, really tough to find for some reason. These signal concept cards you would think wouldn't be like super, super hard to find, but they honestly kind of are. So we are finally done with that set. And I also picked up the pink border set, and I got both Sana and Dahyun's for that. I really love Sana's hair in this photo card. All right, and that page is complete. Now we're gonna move down to Year of Yes, where I finally have this Dahyun with the purple hair. And the ticket looking back is probably my favorite one out of all the Twice eras. I really, really like the backs of these. All right, there she goes. And now we're gonna skip all the way down here to This Is For. So This Is For, I debated so much on what I wanted to collect for this era because this is just such a cool era to me. I love this album and I wanted to collect a bunch of pobs for it. So we have this page, which has these two are regular album photo card sets, and then this is the Target one, and I forget which store this one is, but they had the really cute cookies in the digipack concept, which is my favorite. And then this page, I decided to do another full page of pobs. So I did 2 more in the digipack concept. So we have this BDM Sana, as well as a Music Korea set for Sana and Dahyun. I really wanted one of Dahyun in this outfit. It is one of my favorites from the era. So this is the only one that I think I've seen of her in this concept. So I wanted to pick this set up. And I do have Dahyun's equivalent to this on the way. Okay, and then I haven't set up for Story Goes On yet, but I will be collecting, I think, another 2 pages for that one as well. All right, and for my Japanese comebacks, I did pick up a few more enemy cards. So we have a Dahyun, and all the backs are just this black. And then I got another Sana and Dahyun. All right, so that is it for these ones. Okay, so I decided to move my Twice OT9 plus Yeji into a separate binder. I don't have another Meow Cafe one, but because I just keep expanding my Twice collection, specifically the Twice OT9 collection, I decided they needed to have their own binder. So we have a lot of room to grow, a lot of OT9 sets still to pick up. But for now, I do have one Story Begins photo card. I have Nayeon. All right, and then yes, for Taste of Love, I have this Jungyeon. I love this photo card. She is so beautiful. And the drink looks really good. Like, that looks really refreshing. That had to be absolutely delicious. All right, so we are almost done with this set. This Mina is going to be a pain to find, but I am in no rush. So the result file set I did take out because I did find someone selling it as an OT9 set, so I got that. And I was just going to sell the other ones that I had already gotten. So this one we are going to wait for. And very exciting, I have another crown card. We have Chaeyoung for today. I am so in love with this crown set. And I'm really, really glad I was able to finally find Chaeyoung. And I actually did secure Chewy's as well. So she is on the way, and then we will finally have OT9 of the With Youth Crown Nemo cards. Ah, look at how beautiful that is. All right. I did also pick up another strategy set because it felt wrong to just have the one. So I am going to start working on this one. And here, all right, guys, I don't want to talk about the things I had to do. I had to sell my soul to get this set, but it was so worth it. I have the Gummy JYP Fans Shop set of cards. I genuinely did not think I was going to be able to find all 9, but I did. A lot of them I had to buy like on eBay coming directly from Korea, but it is so worth it to have this full set. They are just so cute. And I especially love when they have like it in their mouth. It's so cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these put away. We have Nayeon and Jungyeon's, oh, and Momo, and then we have Sana, Jihyo, Mina will get in there. There she goes. Dahyun, Chaeyoung, and Jui. Ah, I am so thrilled. This set makes me so happy. I am really, really glad to have this set as part of my collection. I usually don't collect OT9 POB sets. I usually only collect POBs for my bias line, which is Sana and Dahyun, but this one, I had to make an exception. And I love that it's a blue back, so it looks really, really nice with the blue outfit set. Okay. And we are finally finishing the album photo cards with this Jungyeon. And that is it for Twice OT9 today. I do have a couple of pages that I put in here for Story Goes On for what I'll be collecting. And then I also am going to be collecting the Season's Greetings, but those are probably not going to be here for a while because I joined group orders, and that means that it's probably going to take a good bit of time before they arrive. All right, we've got a couple of Yeji cards today. I picked up a couple of more of her Born to Be cards because I'm obsessed with her and her red hair. I just think it suits her so much. I don't know what I'm gonna put here yet, but I'll find another older era card of her that I really like and put it in that spot. And then Girls Will Be Girls. I've got 2 more cards. I have this one of her on the phone. It's very pretty. And I got her pre-order box card, which is literally also so hard to find, but I was able to get a trade for one of the Leahs that I pulled if you watched that video. So very exciting. And then this spot, I want another one of her with the blonde hair. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the cassette version or if I'm going to do like the cassette POB film strip because that's easier to find. I'm not sure yet. And then here I'm probably going to do whatever their next comeback is because it looks like they just announced a new comeback. All right. So that is it for Twice and Yeji. And the last binder we're going into today is my OT6 binder. So this one has Katseye, Sserafim, Aespa, and a few other things. I also moved my Yunche gnarly broadcast into here. Oh, and I forgot to show this in my Sserafim Hello 82 exclusive unboxing, but I did get this little keycap keychain, which is adorable. And I also got the fanny pack. So I'm really sorry if you watched that and I forgot to show it, but here they are. I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I'll find a way to use it at some point. All right. So let's zoom in a touch. And we're going to start out with Katseye. I'm going to finish their debut POB set. I usually only collect Sophia and Megan for pre-order cards. So I have this Target Megan to put in here. So now this is done for debut. And then here, this is the one OT6 POB set that I am going to collect, which is one of the Soundwave Lucky Draws. And on this page, I am going to collect Sophia and Megan for their music video outfits. So I am going to do a gnarly Gabriella and Game Boy Sophia and Megan set. So we do have Sophia's broadcast. Megan's has been impossible to find. If you have Megan, I have Danny to trade, or I also have Laura and Manon. So please let me know if you have her and would like to trade because this Megan is literally impossible. For the Game Boy outfits, I have the Singapore Stamp Rally, which I like because you can see their outfits a bit better. Because there's another set where they are a little bit closer up doing selfies, but I really, really like being able to see their outfits. Okay. And then this page is going to be for the New York City K-Pop Nara Lucky Draws. I decided to proxy for the event, so I am buying 24 albums and helping others get the cards that they want so that I can also get the cards that I want, which is 3 of the Sophia and Megan sets of cards. So I'm very, very excited for that. And then here, we kind of have the random other pre-order cards for Beautiful Chaos. I have Sophia's K-Pop Nara card. And then I also have Megan's Weavers card. I mostly just wanted the backs to match up. And I thought that these two looked kind of nice together because they both have the blue backgrounds. All right, so there we go. We're making progress on Beautiful Chaos. Okay, so now we have our viewfinder sets, which I just posted that unboxing and I was really, really excited with how that came out. We have our POB set, which was that accordion, and I did end up just tearing it a bit, which I actually think it came out pretty nice. Okay, and like I mentioned, I do love outdoor photo cards, so these ones are really, really cute. I'm glad that I pre-ordered from Weverse. Next, we have the 2 sets that came with the viewfinder, which I'm once again very glad that it came with full sets rather than random. So here we have the 2 sets. So we have the regular concept, and then we also have the traditional Korean outfit concept. So let's go ahead and get these put away. Very pretty. All right, and then we have our traditional Korean outfit concept. Okay, I really, really like this Danny photo card. I think that one's really pretty. All right, and then I have another 2 pages here set up for the tour merch photo cards. I'm not able to go to the concert, but I do have someone proxying for the event to be able to pick those up for me. And onto Le Sserafim. We are going to be adding a couple of hot photo cards for the compact version. I have Chaewon's on the way, but I also have Kazuha's and Eunchae's. I really liked this white outfit concept, so this is the one that I decided to go with for these. Okay, and spaghetti. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting away things for it, but I do have another full set of signed albums in OT5 plus the group compacts and 2 Weverse albums that are still coming. So I am going to have to decide what I want to do with my Le Sserafim spaghetti collection, because right now I have 2 pages set up for it, but I might need 3. But for now, we have the one that I pulled, which is the Hello 82 exclusive gamer headset Yunjin, which I literally am so in love with her. And the back is also really cute. So we're gonna go ahead, put her right there. I have this spot saved for the MMT Yunjin because she's wearing like a hoodie, it looks like, and I just know it's gonna be super cute. And probably my like most favorite photo card for this storing video, and I'm so thrilled I was able to get this. I went to the New York City pop-up for Hello 82, and I actually pulled Sakura, but I walked outside and I basically was like, does anyone have Yunjin and want to trade? And I was able to trade on the spot and get my bias. So these cards are being sold for such an insane amount on Mercari. These were free photo cards. You literally just had to show them your playlist having spaghetti in it, and they gave you one. So it's kind of absurd, but they are really, really, really pretty. And the backs are also so cute. So I'm just very, very grateful to have this card. Alrighty, in she goes. And so for right now, I'm going to do 3 of the regular standard versions. So right now I have this Chaewon for the weird garlic version, because I love that she's holding a tomato. And it doesn't want to focus, but okay, there we go. And then I traded one of my other ones for the Neon Pepper Chaewon, and then also I am going to try and find the Neon Pepper Yunjin for this page. And for this page, so far, I think I am going to do my bias line and do 1 compact version for each and then 1 Weverse version for each. So from my pulls, I do have this Yunjin with the broccoli. So hopefully I'll get some good pulls with my Weverse albums and the other compacts that I have on the way, and then we'll be able to finish up Spaghetti. Now for Aespa, we're gonna move all the way down to Rich Man. And I do have my Dog Winter card, which I was lucky enough to pull because trading for her would have been literally impossible. So very, very glad that I pulled her in my bag version. All right, and then we also have Miss Giselle for like the Digipack concepts. I have another couple on the way, so I'm hoping I can get Karina and Ning Ning. So that way I have at least one of everyone for Rich Man. Because like I said, it's not my favorite comeback, but I really, really enjoyed the styling for it. All right, we have some Ive secret cards to put away. I did an unboxing on the channel, and I did end up doing some trading and whatnot. And I, in the end, decided on 3 cards to keep, which is this Yunjin Gasp version. And then I also have this Wanyang Make Star Pop, because I did actually order one other copy of the album which came in, and I pulled this pre-order card, so I decided I wanted to keep that one. And then I have Liz's Evil Cupid version, which I also did an unboxing of this on my channel, and I really, really love my little cheese plush. I'm very, very excited to have it, and I just keep it on my nightstand with me. I kind of wish I had a spare of him though, just to be able to put it on my backpack, but they're too expensive to buy a spare of just to be able to take one out and about and have one to store safely in my home where it's not going to get damaged. But because I already did that with Sua's from Dreamcatcher, I have 2 of her plushes, so I can have one on my backpack. But anyway, for Izna, for Not Just Pretty, I have Mai's photo card, which you probably saw in my unboxing for Not Just Pretty. And then I did join a group order, so I have other Not Just Pretty photo cards that will be on the way. Hopefully I'll have some good pulls, but I do collect Mai and Junghoon, so we will see which ones I'm able to get for that. Purple Kiss. Okay, so I did decide to pick up some Headway cards because I really, really like this bride concept that they did. So I collected my bias line. So we have Gon and Ire and Chaeyoun's. I really, really liked Ire's blonde hair here. I think it suited her so well. All right, very pretty. Next, for this page, I decided to do a little row here of Do Re Mi, and then this row I'm going to do R Now, and then I'm just gonna do Gon and Chaeyoun, and I'm gonna do the unit card for the tour in the middle of them. So for this, we have Chaeyoun's Do Re Mi with the Sunflower Polka version photo card, and her standard album set, which this one, the expression she's making is so cute. I'm obsessed. And then this one where she's doing the little punchy. And then we have our group photo card from their tour. And I did pull Chaeyoun's for R Now. So I'm really glad to have her, and I managed to trade for Gon's, so this page will be done shortly. Okay, and last but not least for today, we have our miscellaneous / solo members. I have my Joy photo cards which I have a Make Star Pob, and this one is a tin case card, because I did actually end up picking up the tin case just because I figured it would be really, really nice to store like Photocards and other things for packing and trades and sales and whatnot. So I picked up her tin case and pulled this one. Okay. Alrighty, so that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm so grateful to have you all here, and I have a bunch of unboxings coming up. I have the entirety of Twice Story Goes On. I have all of the cast version, the episode version, and the Party Lovely version on the way. I have the NMIX Blue Valentine full set that's on the way, Chaeyoung's solo debut set, and a bunch of others. So look forward to all of those, and then I will see you guys in the next video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Thanks so much. Bye for now.